Chipotle, the food that satiates a skinny boy like me. Chipotle is just a healthier fast food option that sells it for a decent price. I'll start with the numbers, then I'll go into an overview, and finally I'm going to go into some key factors that you should consider. Revenue is consistent and steady for the past 8 years. It's been growing every single year. This past year, revenue was 9.9 billion and net income was 1.2 billion. The reason, from what I can tell, is consistent store growth. Chipotle has very strong store growth. This is partly the reason why Chipotle's PE ratio is 67. Very high. At the end of 2023, they had 3,437 stores. Just last year, they had 3,187. The year before that, they had 2,966 stores. And there doesn't seem to be any slowdown. And the thing is, once they peak in America, they can always just go international. I mean, did you know that Chipotle, as the end of 2023, they only had 66 stores internationally? 66. I mean, McDonald's has over 40,000 stores worldwide. So Chipotle does have a lot of room to grow, although McDonald's has had a big time advantage. Also, McDonald's is pretty standard American food. Chipotle is a Mexican grill, so we'll see how that plays out. Although Chipotle's been very, very whitewashed. Speaking of which, why is McDonald's so popular? It's so bad. I had their chicken nuggets a while ago because I wanted to remember my childhood, but I tried them and they were terrible. Like, what's up with that? Maybe the mini-me's taste buds were just undeveloped yet, or maybe they just skimped out on the actual chicken nuggets between then and now. And I also just got scammed. Like, it costs way too much for chicken nuggets. Chipotle's stock is CMG and they trade on the New York Stock Exchange. They've had a pretty good return. They are growing and the stock prices have consistently outpaced both the S&P 500 and McDonald's, which is another fast food company if you did not already know that. Although one thing to take note of is that Chipotle does not pay dividends while McDonald's does. So it's not exactly apples to apples. Alright, let's move on to the overview now. Chipotle is one of the healthiest fast food options. I mean, you get greens, beans, rice, protein. They try to make it a point to serve high quality food at a decent price. And although you have all of these options over here, let's keep it real. You only really have one option. The bowl. Thing is, Chipotle's prices are not terrible when you consider a Big Mac combos like $15. So when you go both healthiness per dollar and taste per dollar, Chipotle crushes McDonald's. If you're watching this, you probably know what Chipotle is. If you haven't, check it out. If it's not in your city or anywhere near you, cry. If any of you guys have been hearing rumors that McDonald's is intertwined with Chipotle, they used to be. McDonald's used to have a stake in Chipotle, but they divested or just basically took out all their money in 2006. So now they are completely separate companies. Let's get into the strengths and the weaknesses. Starting off with the positives. The strongest reason that I could come to about why Chipotle's PE ratio is 67 is because they have strong and consistent store growth and also have plenty of room to grow. Another thing is Chipotle has a very strong reputation for being a healthier fast food place. Now, I don't know if it's super healthy, but it's definitely healthier than a lot of other companies. When it comes to fast food, in my eyes at least, Chipotle is at the top of having the best value. Am I glazing? Kind of, but also Chipotle is just that good. Negatives. So they have a very high PE ratio. It's at 67. That's higher than Tesla. So it's high. They got lots of competition. I mean, if we're just sticking to fast food, McDonald's, Popeyes, Chick-fil-A. If you're going specifically Mexican style food, Qdoba. Also, maybe the reason why Chipotle does not go international is not because they're just waiting to max out in America and then go international. It's because they just quite frankly are not as popular internationally. It's a reason, potentially. Another negative is they are dependent on a few key ingredients. If they run out of something or there's something happens to their supplier or the price of the ingredient just spikes, they are at risk of losing a little bit of money. For those of you who are unaware or quite frankly just not intelligent, here is the perfect and the only Chipotle order. Anything else and I will look down on you as a human being. So you get a bowl, then you get a rice. Brown, white, up to you, either one really. Beans. Get beans. Either one. Again, up to you. I'm giving you some freedom here. Not too much, but some. Chicken. Fajitas. Mild salsa. If you want a bit more spice, I can permit you to go up a bit. Then it's corn, sour cream, cheese, and lettuce. Anything else, and I'll look down on you as a human being. And by the way, that does apply to guac. If you get guac, just know I am looking down on you, and so is everyone else in that line, and the employees too. This is one segment I'm just trying to add, is if you want to work at Chipotle, they have 3.4 stars out of 5 on Glassdoor. So it's, very slightly below average, but also it is fast food. Well, that's Chipotle. Let me know down below in the comments if you have any wrong opinions on the only correct order at Chipotle. By the way, guys, this is not financial information. I'm just sort of mashing together a whole bunch of information so that you guys can make the best decision that you can. Like, sub, and peace, people.